Risk management has been used by boards and non-exec directors for a number of reasons. Firstly, it matters because without effective risk management, how can we contrast risk with reward when we think about decisions across divisions, acquisitions, divestments and so on, because we want to avoid high impact events. And also because it matters from a regulatory compliance point of view. Now the challenge that any organisation has in battling all of those things is they're working in an environment that's continually changing, presenting new risks. They may want to go into new markets, exit other markets and so on and so on. So when we think about risk management, it's that changing underlying current which presents different types of risk, different in nature, which we must try to understand. Now, when I think about the solutions that support that and the technologies that support that, they need to be sufficiently adaptable to different types of risk and at the same time help make meaningful aggregations. And that's the challenge we saw with previous technologies. You had a trade-off. Either you went for something that was broad and could try to accommodate all types of risk, but ultimately couldn't make or provide specialist risk assessment on those risks, or you went with specialist solutions which individually provided fantastic information, but they couldn't be joined up together. There are a number of reasons. What's driving this is the fact that we wanted to address that challenge left by previous risk technologies. We had a solution that the clients were already buying and investing in that would allow them to bridge that gap between different types of risk solutions and something joined up, and we call that connected risk. Now, as we continue to refine that proposition, we of course want to understand from our clients objectively whether we're going down the right path. So clearly it was understanding what are their needs now, how might they change in the future, and are we therefore on the right track with what we're developing. But actually another important part for me was making sure that by sharing that awareness across different banks, we can say what you sometimes feel might be a unique challenge absolutely isn't. Look at the other organisations that are facing similar issues and drive a bit more of a community spirit. I'll take out a few key points. The first thing is, perhaps unsurprisingly, is the absolute exasperation with previous generation technologies. The fact that they were neither providing a singular view nor were sufficiently specialised to address any particular individual risk. In addition to that, or perhaps as a consequence, we see organisations saying we are therefore failing to come up with sensible aggregated reporting. We can't visualise whether we're in control or not. We can't succinctly determine whether the amount of risk we're taking is acceptable for the reward we're generating, and so on. The last thing is the fact that maybe what's driving this is siloed data. So whether we say it's because how an organisation is structured, or whether it's because the different types of data or different risks that we address are different in nature, the fact is that most people trying to take that holistic view of risk are challenged by the fact they don't have a single reference point for data, they have many reference points for data. I guess from my point of view, the key one was that we're on the right track in terms of developing connected risk. The clients have taken it to start addressing those challenges aren't alone. There are many others who are also having or being presented with that issue. And then the other thing was, this is quite insightful from Celent, was saying, look, at the end of the day, there's a decision for technology vendors to be made here as well, not just not organisations that use these risk tools. Basically, do you go something that is feature-rich but somewhat rigid, and attempts to address many specific risk thematics, or the other things that are actually maybe less about the features and more open and agile and allows a client to develop that solution to their particular needs. And their view is the latter, and that's really our focus with connected risk as well.